Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Day 152 of the 2025-2026 NBA regular season, March 30, 2026. Maturin scores 28 to pace the Los Angeles Clippers past the short-handed Milwaukee Bucks 127-113. Benedict Maturin scored 28 points, John Collins 22, and Kawhi Leonard 20 as the Los Angeles Clippers got past the short-handed Milwaukee Bucks for their fifth consecutive win. The Clippers began to pull away in the second, holding a 57-46 lead at the half after leading by as many as 16. Leonard had 15 first quarter points. Gary Trent Jr. had a season-high 36 points to face the Milwaukee Bucks, which had only 8 players available. Torian Prince added 18 points for the Bucks, who have lost 10 of their last 12 games. Pascal Siakam scores 30 points to give the Pacers 135-118 victory that adds to his struggles. Siakam scored 30 points and Mecca Potter added 21 and tied a career high with 5 3-pointers to help the Indiana Pacers get past the Miami Heat for a rare victory. Siakam also had 11 rebounds and 6 assists for the short-handed Indiana. Potter scored 19 points and made all of his threes as part of a flurry of 13 first half three-pointers for the Pacers. Kobe Brown was one of five other Indiana players to score in double figures. He had a career-high 18 points as Indiana won for just the second time since the All-Star break. The Pacers finished with 18 threes in their 17th win, matching Brooklyn and Washington for the fewest victories in the NBA this season. Tyler Hero scored 23 of his 31 points in the first half, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. added 17 for the Heat. Miami's loss was yet another potentially damaging blow to its fading hopes of avoiding the play-in tournament and earning a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Heat have lost 7 of their last 8 games. The Brooklyn Nets rout the Sacramento Kings 116-99 to end 10-game losing skid. Okay Agbaji scored 18 in 25 minutes off the bench, and Brooklyn Nets snapped a 10-game losing streak with a win over the Sacramento Kings. Agbaji led 5 Nets in double scoring as Nolan Traore had 17 and Drake Powell 16. Brooklyn put the game away in a span of 8 minutes and 44 seconds between the end of the first quarter and the midpoint of the second with a 23-7 run. Devin Carter scored 20 points for the Kings, who lost their fourth straight. Nick Clifford added 17 points. Sacramento Kings fell to 1957 with its fourth straight loss. Jason Tatum and Peyton Pritchard helped push the Celtics past the Hornets 114-99. Jason Tatum scored 32 points. Peyton Pritchard added 28 in the Boston Celtics defeated the cold shooting Charlotte Hornets for their third straight victory. Nemias Queta added 17 points and 8 rebounds for the Celtics, who played their second consecutive game without Jaylen Brown because of Achilles tendinitis. Tatum was strong all night, shooting 12 of 23 from the field, including 5 of 10 from three-point range, while adding 8 assists. LaMelo Ball had 19 points and Miles Bridges 14 for the Hornets, who entered the game leading the NBA in made three-pointers, 1,210, and third in three-point percentage, that is 38.2%, but were just 12 of 43 from beyond the arc against the Eastern Conference second-place team. Ball, Miller, and Nopel finished a combined 7 of 26 on three-point shots. Barnes has career-high 15 assists. Raptors scores 31 straight points throughout the slumping Magic 139-87. RJ Barrett scored 24 points. Scottie Barnes had 23 points and career-high 15 assists, and the Toronto Raptors used a 31-point run to rout the Orlando Magic, handling the slumping Magic their seventh loss in 8 games. Sandro Mamukelashvili chipped in 19 points for the Raptors, who remain fifth in the Eastern Conference standings following their largest victory this season. Barnes posted 10 or more assists in 4 straight games. Desmond Bain scored 17 points for Orlando. Jalen Suggs had 13. The Raptors are 12-4 against Southeast Division opponents. Amora has 23 for the Trailblazers in a 123-88 rout of the Washington Wizards. Tomani Camara scored 23 points and the Portland Trailblazers routed the Washington Wizards. Scott Henderson added 21 and Danny Abdia had 20 for the Blazers, who have won 6 of their last 8 games. Portland led by as many as 39 points in the second half. Will Riley scored 14 off the bench for Wizards, who have lost 18 of their last 19 games. Washington was eliminated from the playoffs more than 2 weeks ago. Julian Reese added 8 points and 13 rebounds. Rockets beat the Pelicans 134-102. Alperen Sengun had 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists as Houston dominated the second quarter and the Rockets beat the New Orleans Pelicans. Houston moved into a tie for fifth in the Western Conference with idle Minnesota and 1.5 games behind Denver. Sengun made 5 of 7 3-point from the three-point range and added 3 steals and 3 blocks. Kevin Durant and Jabari Smith Jr. each had 20 points for Houston. DeJounte Murray had 19 points for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson scored 18 for the Pelicans, which has lost 3 straight against the Houston Rockets. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the New York Knicks 111-110. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 30 points, including 10 in the fourth quarter, and the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the New York Knicks. Alexander was 5 of 15 from the floor in the first 3 quarters, but drained all 3 of his shots in the fourth. He made 13 of 16 free throws overall to help him extend his NBA record for consecutive games with at least 20 points to 135. Jalen Williams scored 22 points for the Thunder, shooting 7 of 11 from the floor and making all 7 of his free throws. An All-Star last year, he appears to be rounding into form. He missed the first 19 games of the season with a wrist injury, then later missed 26 with a strained right hamstring. Chet Holmgren added 16 points and 9 rebounds for the Thunder, who won for the 14th time in 15 games. Jalen Brunson scored 32 points for the Knicks on 13 for 22 shooting. Karl Anthony Towns added 15 points and 18 rebounds for the Knicks, who lost their second straight after a 7-game winning streak. The Denver Nuggets beat the Golden State Warriors 116-93 for their sixth straight win. Nikola Jokic had 25 points and 15 rebounds. Jamal Murray had 20 points in the surging Denver Nuggets beat the short-handed Golden State Warriors. Jokic finished 2 assists shy of his fifth straight triple-double, but led Denver to its sixth consecutive win. The Nuggets are 2 games ahead of Minnesota Timberwolves and Houston for fourth in the Western Conference. Brandon Podziemski and Kristaps Porzingis scored 23 apiece for Golden State, which continued to be without Stephen Curry. Let's proceed to the NBA regular season games scheduled on March 31, 2026. Joel Adebayo and the Miami Heat will try to be back in the win column as they play Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers in Kaseya Center at 7 a.m. Philippine time or 7 p.m. Eastern time. Jalen Brown and the Boston Celtics will try to solidify their playoff position as they face Jalen Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks in State Farm Arena at 7:30 a.m. Philippine time or 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns will visit Cedric Howard and the Memphis Grizzlies in FedEx Forum at 8 a.m. Philippine time or 8 p.m. Eastern time. The surging San Antonio Spurs, led by NBA front runner candidate for MVP Victor Wembanyama, will play Josh Giddey and the Chicago Bulls in Frostbank Center at 8 a.m. Philippine time or 8 p.m. Eastern time. Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves will try to be back in the win column as they play Cooper Flag and the Dallas Mavericks in American Airlines Center at 8:30 a.m. Philippine time or 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers will match up against Keontae George and the Utah Jazz in Delta Center at 9 a.m. Philippine time or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Matchup between the top two teams in both conference. The East leading Detroit Pistons, led by Jalen Doran, will face the West leading Oklahoma City Thunder, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, in Paycom Center at 9:30 a.m. Philippine Time or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers will try to extend their two-game winning streak as they play the visiting Washington Wizards, led by Alex Sarr, in Crypto.com Arena at 10 a.m. Philippine Time or 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And now the NBA current team standings as of March 30, 2026. Let's start with the Eastern Conference team standings for the 152. 15 Indiana Pacers, 17 and 58 record. 14 Washington Wizards, 17 and 57 record with two-game losing skid. 13 Brooklyn Nets, 18 and 57 record. 12 Chicago Bulls, 29 and 45 record with three-game losing skid. 11 Milwaukee Bucks, 29 and 45 record with four-game losing skid. All these teams are already eliminated in playoff contention. Number 10 is the Charlotte Hornets, 39 and 36 record with two-game losing skid. Number 9 is the Miami Heat, 39 and 36 record with two-game losing skid. Number 8 is the Orlando Magic, 39 and 35 record. Number 7 is the Philadelphia 76ers, 41 and 33 record with two-game winning streak. Number 6 is the Atlanta Hawks, 42 and 33 record. Number 5 is the Toronto Raptors, 42 and 32 record with two-game winning streak. Number 4 is the Cleveland Cavaliers, 46 and 28 record. Number 3 is the New York Knicks, 48 and 27 record with two-game losing skid. Number 2 is the Boston Celtics, 50 and 24 record with three-game winning streak. And the best team in the Eastern Conference is the Detroit Pistons, 54 wins with 20 losses, and has two-game winning streak. The Detroit Pistons and Boston Celtics already clinched a playoff berth. Let us have the Western Conference team standings as of day 152. 15 Sacramento Kings, 19 and 57 record with four-game losing skid. 14 Utah Jazz, 21 and 54 record with five-game losing skid. 13 Dallas Mavericks, 24 and 50 record. 12 New Orleans Pelicans, 25 and 51 record with five-game losing skid. 11 Memphis Grizzlies, 21 and 25 and 49 record. All these teams are already eliminated in playoff contention. Number 10 is the Golden State Warriors, 36 and 39 record. Number 9 is the Portland Trail Blazers, 38 and 38 record. Number 8 is the Los Angeles Clippers, 39 and 36 record with five-game winning streak. Number 7 is the Phoenix Suns, 41 and 33 record. Number 6 is the Houston Rockets, 45 and 29 record with two-game winning streak. Number 5 is the Minnesota Timberwolves, 45 and 29 record. Number 4 is the Denver Nuggets, 48 and 28 record with six-game winning streak. Number 3 is the Los Angeles Lakers, 48 and 26 record with two-game winning streak. Number 2 is the San Antonio Spurs, 56 and 18 record. And the best team in the Western Conference is the Oklahoma City Thunder, 59 wins with 16 losses and has two-game winning streak. Oklahoma City Thunder and San Antonio Spurs already clinched their division. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to help our channel grow. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next video.